Hey guys, and welcome back to VGU Plays Dark Souls 2 with Jeffrey, the Mage, and the Expert of Coles from VideoGamesUncovered.com. Last time we beat the last giant and we came all the way back to Hyde's Tower of Flame, where we were at near the beginning of the playthrough, just to get ourselves that, well, the item that gave us our SS Flask +1, which was great. Now that we're here, we're actually here to face the Dragon Rider boss. And the Dragon Rider boss fight is pretty darn easy. If you thought the Pursuer and the last giant were easy, oh, you have no idea when it comes to this guy. I'm not even kidding. If you, like, of course, if this is your first time playing the game, then yes, he can be quite difficult because you want to learn his patterns and you want to learn what he does. But the whole idea behind the Dragon Rider is that he uses the arena to fight you, because he has a lance and a shield, and whenever he does a thrust attack with you with his lance, it pushes you back, and that's if you don't block it. So if you don't block it, you take the full brunt of it, it knocks you back, and his aim is to knock you off the arena, because the arena is normally incredibly tiny. So that's the trick with him. But before we face him, as you can see here, I'm trying to take out the giant grunts that are guarding the entryway toward the Dragon Rider. Before we go there, as you can see, I've just been summoned because I put down my sign just to see if I could beat the boss once before doing it myself, just to show you guys what the fight's all about. I am now going to demonstrate to you how not to fight Dragon Rider. So as you can see here, I have successfully been summoned, and I'm helping out my friend over here to take out this guy, the Dragon Rider. That is how you do not face the Dragon Rider. As you just saw, one thrust attack will push you off the arena. Do not do this. Basically, it's obvious to see when he's going to do a thrusting attack, because he literally pulls everything back with his shield out and then thrusts forward. Perfect time for you to dodge left or dodge right, and do not stick to the outer rim of a map. But enough about how not to do it. Let's carry on and see how Jeff does, shall we? So what I'm going to quickly do here is, because I helped out the guy before getting to the Dragon Rider boss fight, all the way from back here, this seemingly awesome bonfire, I'm going to go back to the bonfire and sit down just to get all my spell charges back. And now I'm going to work my way back again. So you know what? I'm going to let you guys watch these fights that I have with these big guys, just so you can analyze their attack patterns and see how I dodge them and attack them properly as a mage. And, well, when we get to something new, I'll be back. Simple as that. Yes, this was a good exploit that I found of this guy. He's guarding a really, really, really important switch. And effectively, the switch won't raise until you kill this guy. So the best thing to do is to kite him through the doors, see if you can't get behind him because he puts his shield up, and then either swing at him or shoot the living daylights out of him. He's pretty easy. So this switch raises up. What does this do? Well, pull the switch. Pull the string. And as you can see, the arena over there gets bigger. That is essential. Now, you can take on the Dragon Rider boss without having to worry about that if you want a bigger challenge. But trust me, that just makes it a heck of a lot easier, especially when his thrust attacks push you back. So effectively, with that, you can take at least one thrust attack and not be thrusted straight off of the map right off the get-go, which is great. Now, these guys with the great swords, you want to be careful with. The great sword guys deal a heck of a lot more damage than the sword and board guys. And because I'm building as a mage, and I'm not really going to look into my defenses a heck of a lot, and I'm mainly concentrating on, obviously, my magic damage and my speed that I cast my spells, I'm going to receive a heck of a lot of damage, and I'm relying solely on rolling. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a very cheeky move. I'm going to bring both of these over here, and as you can see, one of them killed themselves. That is actually a very good way to get rid of these guys. You just concentrate on one with ranged attacks as they're both coming at you. Get down there, and as you see the perfect opportunity, as they're striking, to roll out of the way. Roll out of the way, they'll do their first animation, and when they do their second animation, they'll push themselves off the cliff. It's hard to pull off, but if you can pull it off, it gets rid of one threat completely, but you don't have to use any durability or any ammunition on whatsoever. And then you can just concentrate on one instead. Now, this guy can be a little bit of a doozy. He's a great sword guy with attitude. You need to be careful. This is what I like to do with him. Especially if you're doing a ranged character or a mage. I like to stay away from him as best as I can, even if you have to unlock from him just to get back a little bit further. But effectively, driving him close to you so you have enough time to just pound him full of arrows. Simple. Now, this is a handy dandy item over here. You don't need to jump over. I just like jumping over because I find it handy. The Green Blossom! Now, the Green Blossom is actually really, really good. Why? Because it increases the amount of stamina that you regain for a short period of time. Yeah, pretty darn handy. I'm not going to use them now, but I might use them later on for boss fights that require me to roll a lot or consume a lot of my stamina very quickly. A very handy item, especially if you're doing a build that requires you to block and you're using the Clone Fee Ring, because then your stamina regenerates a heck of a lot faster. So as you can see there is an NPC you can summon to assist you in this fight. I'm deciding to summon him because he's a melee guy and I'm a mage, so I'm trusting that he's going to tank most of the damage for me and basically aggro the Dragon Rider towards him, so I can concentrate on hitting the Dragon Rider in his back, his sides, and basically attacking him forthwith. It's key to note here that the Dragon Rider's shield, lance, and later on you'll meet another Dragon Rider that has the Dragon Rider bow, are all acquired later on in the game as tradable boss weapons. And out of all the boss weapons that are available, the Dragon Rider shield and the Dragon Rider bow are two of the best. Like, the best bow in the game from what I've seen is definitely the Dragon Rider bow. It does a heck of a lot of damage, and it's just a fantastic bow in general for anyone doing a dexterity build or just generally building Bowmaster. So effectively, as you see, Dragon Rider is not the hardest boss fight in the world. Even with my NPC friend over here, he didn't even take that much damage. And he's a melee guy, and he was taking full brunt of almost every single hit in that fight. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to hit our brand new bonfire, and we're also going to be introduced to a brand new NPC. This lass will give you miracles, which is very, very nice. And what you want to do here is you want to talk to her and expend all of her dialogue options, and then after you're done talking to her, she'll go to Majula, because you need her to move to Majula so that you can move on to the next area, Huntsman's Copse. But will we survive? Tune in next time that VGU plays Dark Souls 2 and find out. I'll be seeing you on the other side.